All right, let's dive right into this explainer where we organize your brand new first-year B.Pharm syllabus into a clear visual guide. Welcome, everyone. Starting pharmacy school is a huge milestone, but getting hit with a massive reading list on day one, yeah, that can feel a little overwhelming. The newly updated NEP 2026 curriculum brings some absolutely fantastic modern additions to your studies, but it also means you need the exact right additions to stay on track. So today we're going to virtually map out every single textbook you need, complete with the specific authors and edition numbers, so you can hit the bookstore with complete confidence.
Here is our agenda for today. 1. Computing and communication skills. 2. Introduction to core pharmaceutics. 3. Anatomy and pathophysiology books. 4. Pharmacognosy and chemistry texts. 5. The complete semester 1 book list. And 6. Final thoughts and subscribe. Okay, kicking things off with Section 1, Computing and Communication Skills. These are your foundational modern skills for pharmacy.
Now, you might be wondering, wait, why Python in a pharmacy degree? Well, under the new NEP 2026 guidelines, understanding data management, basic scripting, and bioinformatics isn't just a bonus anymore. It is crucial for modern pharmacists. These foundational texts by Perkovic and Swigart, along with Charles J. Weiss's computing guide, are going to smoothly introduce you to Python programming geared specifically toward pharmaceutical sciences. Lubimayer Perkovic's Introduction to Computing Using Python, and make sure you get the second edition, gives you a brilliant focus on application development. Complementing it is Al Swigart's third edition of Automate the Boring Stuff with Python, which is honestly incredibly practical for beginners.
Because being a great pharmacist isn't just about knowing molecules, right? It's about understanding people. Shelley E. Taylor's Health Psychology is going to help you grasp patient behavior and the dynamics of mental health. Equally important is a true cornerstone in Indian medical education, K. Park's textbook of preventative and social medicine. You will absolutely want to grab the 25th edition of Park's to ensure you have the very latest public health guidelines and communication strategies for patient counseling. Moving on to Section 2, Introduction to Core Pharmaceutics. This is all about mastering general pharmacy. Pharmaceutics is literally the art and science of preparing and dispensing drugs, and here are the two pillars of your module. Aramitha's Dispensing Pharmacy comes in parts I and II, and it is an absolute staple for understanding prescriptions, dosages, and all the legalities of dispensing. Meanwhile, Cooper and Gunn's Dispensing for Pharmaceutical Students, edited by S.J. Carter, is an internationally recognized standard. You'll be looking specifically for the 12th edition published by CBS Publishers. Together, these books are going to teach you exactly how to turn active pharmaceutical ingredients into safe, effective medications for real people. Next up, Section 3, Anatomy and Pathophysiology books. We're exploring the human body and disease. So before you can understand how drugs affect the body, you really have to know how the body actually works, right? To master human anatomy, you'll need the internationally renowned 14th edition of Ross and Wilson. It's heavily illustrated and super accessible for first-year students. You are also going to need Darasari and Gandhi's text. Specifically, you want the brand new 37th edition for 2025, edited by Dr. R.K. Goyal. Getting this updated edition ensures your foundational knowledge aligns perfectly with the most current medical standards.
Now, if anatomy teaches you the normal, pathophysiology teaches you the abnormal. Porth's 11th edition of Concepts of Altered Health States is celebrated everywhere for its clear breakdown of complex disease mechanisms. Complementing it is the 8th edition of Banatasic's Pathophysiology, which offers these stunning visual representations of cellular and systemic changes. Knowing exactly what these detailed books are will save you a ton of time wandering around the university library.
While Porth and Banasek are your primary texts, the 9th edition of McCann's and Huther's Pathophysiology serves as an excellent supplementary resource. It's widely considered the gold standard for deep, comprehensive clinical pathophysiology. If you really want to wrap your head around disease at the most fundamental biological level, this 9th edition is an invaluable resource to have by your side this semester.
All right, Section 4, Pharmacognosy and Chemistry texts. This is the chemical and drug side of things. Pharmacognosy is the fascinating study of medicines derived from natural sources like plants. Kogate's Purohit and Gokhale's text is particularly special right now because the highly anticipated 60th edition is rolling out in April 2026, perfectly timed for your NEP curriculum. You're going to pair that with the 16th edition of Treese and Evans, which gives you a globally recognized encyclopedic look at medicinal plant structures and extractions.
You will also be referencing Prof. Muhammad Ali's comprehensive 2026 works on pharmacognosy and phytochemistry. Just a heads up, you will actually utilize both parts I and I of his newly updated 2026 publications. These texts are phenomenal for really diving into the actual chemistry of plant-based drugs, which is known as phytochemistry.
And finally, for analytical and inorganic chemistry, Vogel's 6th edition of Quantitative Chemical Analysis is essentially your Bible. You are going to be spending a lot of time in the lab with this one. Dr. S. Ravi Sankar's 5th edition text will then guide you through the specific analytical techniques used to ensure a drug's purity and quality. You'll also use R.M. Verma's and Muhammad Ali's respective chemistry books to completely round out your chemical foundations.
Section 5, the complete Semester 1 book list. Here is your master tabular checklist. Feel free to pause this explainer right now to take notes from this first table. It perfectly organizes all your required authors and titles for Python, psychology, pharmaceutics, and anatomy. Honestly, grabbing a quick screenshot of this tabular comparison on your phone is the smartest way to make sure you don't accidentally buy an outdated version of Duressari and Gandhi or Ross and Wilson. And here is the second half of your master tabular comparison, covering the exact additions you need for pathophysiology, pharmacognosy, and chemistry. Again, I highly recommend pausing to snap a picture. Notice the specifics here. You need the 60th edition of Kokot for pharmacognosy, the 6th edition of Vogel's, and the 5th edition of Ravi Sankar for chemistry. When it comes to pharmaceutical sciences, exact additions really matter because drug regulations and analytical techniques evolve rapidly. Bringing us to Section 6, Final Thoughts and Subscribe. Starting your first semester strong. Armed with this categorized catalog, you're setting yourself up to truly understand the science rather than just memorize it. Before you head off to the bookstore, ask yourself, which of these foundational subjects do you think will fundamentally change how you view the world of medicine? Let us know in the comments. If you found this explainer helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more guides designed to make your learning efficient. Have an amazing first semester.